health is so complicated, right? There's so many things to focus on. We have the 8 dimensions of wellness, which includes everything from emotional to spiritual to environmental to financial, occupational, physical. There's so many layers of who we are as humans, and especially in this day and age, we're being bombarded by all this stuff. But I actually take that back. I recall that health is not challenging. The reason it's challenging in this day and age is because we are focused on all these different gimmicks and things that are popping up left and right with advertisements. I need this, I'm in lack of this, FOMO here. It's really simple though if we go back to primal living and ancestral living. And so in this video we're going to go through some amazing interviews and quick little sprouts of consciousness through very conscious individuals in the CHEK Institute. These are fellow practitioners of mine in the holistic health space, and I'm excited just to get nuggets of wisdom from them. So stay tuned in this video because you're going to learn a lot about health and the simplicity around it. Okay, I'm gathered here with some Chekies, some CHEK practitioners that are incredible. We have Justin here, and we have Beverly, not Berkeley, of course. I don't know why I slipped that earlier. Justin, tell me a little bit about what is like the number one thing someone right now can take advantage of to tap into their highest level of health that is extremely simple and can get them going on their journey.
I think a really big one here, and maybe why I feel inspired to share this right now, is because this is where I learned how to make a water charger personally. But I think just drinking really high quality water, I think you'd be really surprised how much that can increase your health. Structured water, if you can make your own water charger, that's great. Just spring water, but basically avoiding water that has a lot of plastics or has been exposed to a lot of sunlight or heat, especially if it is in plastic. I think, drink some high quality water.
High quality water. Give us a little example of like what is high quality water, some examples that people can take advantage of. Obviously, tap water is not high quality. You can go to ewg.org/tap water and you'll learn all about the nastiness in your tap water, by the way. But
fresh spring water, so water that's been naturally structured and filtered through the earth, I think would be the highest quality. I think artisanal water is probably the highest quality water. But if you go to this website called findaspring.com, you can actually find local places where there's natural springs by you and fill up your water jugs there. So I guess that would probably be my recommendation.
That's it. Get that water and hydration down. Now we have over here, and that's a yin principle, right? Hydration, one of the 3 yin principles.
It is, and interestingly enough, if you are specifically charging your water and structuring your water yourself, you can make it more yin or yang based off what you specifically need.
That's wild.
Yeah.
We're going to tap into that in another video with Justin. Okay, Beverly, what about you? What is like one thing people can take advantage of that are watching this in the World Wide Web to support their health the most that comes to mind?
Oh, I would say really clean food. So if you're not organic, I would definitely go all organic. And I understand that, people think that's very expensive. But if you take a pound of meat from the local farmer's market and you cook that in a pan, and you put in a pound of meat from the grocery store, and you put that in a pan, you cook them right next to each other. All this water and gray stuff is going to come out of that grocery meat, and nothing's going to come out of this meat. So you actually get more meat. And if you can find a good farmer's market, typically those prices are going to be at least the same, sometimes less than the grocery store, because you're cutting out the middleman and your food is local and fresh, and you can get to know your farmers. And I love my farmer's market because when I go there, I have my avocado guy. I get 3 avocados. He always puts a couple extra in the bag.
There we go. So you got that little connection right there, the authenticity.
Sometimes the lettuce lady gives me an extra head of lettuce. And, my lettuce that I get that's fresh like that, if I get 4 or 5 heads at a time, because I do eat a lot of greens, I'm like a rabbit, it'll last for 2 weeks, even longer. I mean, if I go somewhere for the weekend and I come home, that head of lettuce is still there. So, but if you can't start with all organic, then definitely get all of your meats to be organic, antibiotic free. So start there.
Quality nutrition, you heard it from these two. It's really nutrition, it's hydration. There we have it. Okay, so we're interviewing, what's your name?
Rudy.
Rudy. It's nice to meet you. You can see Rudy's little place is down there. So Rudy, tell me more about, the food you're eating and how it's helping you with your health and diabetes. Yes, good. Elise, tell me more about what is something that someone can take advantage of to really ignite their health and happiness and lifestyle? A simple, actionable step. What comes to mind?
Yes. Okay, I'm going to give two.
Yes,
Because
let's
I
hear
can't
it.
decide.
Yes.
First one is get out in the sun first thing in the morning. Very Huberman, right? This is what he
Yeah,
talks
yeah,
about on his
circadian
podcast.
clock stuff, right?
Exactly. Reset your circadian rhythm every morning, but not only does it help with you feeling energized and focused and good, but it helps with anxiety and depression, right? We see this so much. I live in New York, the Northeast, it gets cold, or just anywhere north and cold in the winter. What happens? Seasonal affective disorder. We want to get outside, get that sunlight in our eyes, and help our body reset.
But it's
and feel
cloudy
good.
outside, Elise. Do I still go outside?
Absolutely.
Yeah, of
You should
course.
see me in the middle of winter. I bundle up and go up my roof, put on my Uggs, my North Face, whatever I need, and I get
Yeah.
outside. Doesn't matter even if it's cloudy.
Okay, perfect. So that's number one.
Yes.
What's the next one?
Number two is no matter how you are feeling, even if you feel so crappy when you wake up in the morning, I want you to take a minute and sit and just imagine what it feels like to feel amazing, to feel excited about life, to feel invigorated and energized. So even if you wake up and you are feeling depressed or anxious or you're in a lot of pain, whatever it is, take a moment and imagine what it's like to be in a space, in a headspace, and in a physical place where you want to be, where you're aiming to be, that's aligned with your dream, and pair that with a feeling, with an emotion. And between those two things, you start to rewire your brain and change the way you're experiencing the world.
So it's not just like a lot of people do affirmations where they aren't really feeling into it. They're just like, I am happy, I am confident, but there's no emotions. You're saying connect with the emotion and the thought.
Exactly. If
Okay.
you look at Joe Dispenza's work, he talks about how research shows that if you really want to manifest and create a new life for yourself and change your personal reality by changing your personality, you need to pair the thoughts with the emotions. And that's the most powerful. And that's actually one of the ways I got myself out of a very severe depression. So even when I was feeling even suicidal, I would take a moment and actually try to feel that experience in my body of how I want to feel.
Starts in the mind. I love it. Look at Justin. He's flipping around. He wouldn't be able to do that if it weren't for his mind. Yeah. On to the next. All right, we're here with, what's your name? Sir. Sir, I'm talking to you. What is your name? Okay. I accept it. Okay, Paul. So while you're charging up your water pretty soon with the rock, what's one small habit someone can take advantage of that is so simple, so easy, because this world is bombarding us every which way with all these woo-woo gadgets and supplements? What is the thing that people can go back to optimize their health the most today?
Get into an ice bath, a cold plunge, or a cold shower, and watch how the mind makes all sorts of excuses about why it's going to be cold and it's not going to like it, and then say, okay, now I'm going to not listen to that head. I'm going to get in that cold water honestly, and I'm going to listen to what my body tells me. And watch how you see how much bullshit is in the head and how much truth is in the body.
That's it. Get back in the physical body, right? Well, more than that, actually.
Well, it's listening to your subconscious mind, not your ego.
No.
Your ego is everybody else's ideas and all your fears, but your subconscious is telling you the truth about your body, and it doesn't know how to lie.
Yes. Thank you, Paul. Subconscious is telling you all these lies. Well, the subconscious is telling you the truth, he's saying, but your consciousness is taking apart that and spewing these lies. And so he basically said getting into the cold water, facing cathartic pain in a sense, intentionally with the mind, and overriding that is really where you see relief in life, or stress resilience, and overall gratitude, I would imagine. So that's pretty cool. Thank you, Paul. Biogeometry ring. Do you have one of these necklaces?
Yeah, I got the necklace.
Yeah?
I just don't wear it that much anymore.
It's pretty cool. Connecting to the organs. Nicholas, it's good to see you, brother. So we're going to talk about what is one actionable small habit someone can take advantage of. Angie's yelling at us. We'll be down there in 1 minute. 1 minute. We got some class work to do. What is one specific habit people can take advantage of to optimize their well-being in essence? That's simple, and it's not too overly crazy like everyone deems it to be.
Yeah. Well, what I think is the best is to get clarity on your dream, your North Star. What direction are you heading in? So every time you come to a choice, an option, you know exactly if it's going to be dream affirming or dream taken away. So you're going towards your North Star or going away from your North Star.
And Angie was talking about dream earlier and some other words that overlap with the word dream. What are some of those? Like
Goal,
yeah, Yoki goal.
object, or objective. I like North Star.
Yeah, I like the North Star idea. That's beautiful. It's because it's that guiding force, like really get clear cut on your mind and heart and where you want to go in life. I love that, man. I love you, man.
There's a carbohydrate component to it. You see luteinizing hormone, follicle stimulating hormone, thyroid. So people who don't get enough carbs could actually have a low thyroid. And so you're like, why is my thyroid not working up? So we've talked about how it could be detoxification, toxic foods in your diet, and you could also take increase your water intake. If you definitely have actually areas.
Okay, we got the incredible guru, Miss Angie Chek. She is guiding all these incredible practitioners. We're learning so much from her. We're all sponges, just absorbing it the past several days. We got one more day tomorrow, which is sad, but we've been talking all about what is like the transformative habit or something that's very potent that everyone can take advantage of, most people can take advantage of to just optimize their well-being, because there's so much stuff out there in the internet. We're always being bamboozled by stuff. What is one simple thing people can go back to?
The most simplest thing is drinking more water.
Drinking more water,
I mean,
hydrating, yeah.
Everybody has access to water, or they should have access to water, and so hydrating is going to help everything. So if you're foggy in the head, if you have low back pain, oftentimes it's coming from your kidneys because your body says, drink more water. So the solution to pollution is dilution, so water, water, water. So if you get more water in you, you're going to feel better, you're going to be more energized. Every single biochemical reaction in the body is dependent on water. So everything in your hormonal system, everything that's going on in your body needs water. So if you can drink your water, that's the most transformative thing you can do. It's super easy. Just grab a big bottle of water, fill it up, commit to it, get some good spring water. You want to get some good quality and drink that. That's probably going to be the best tip I could give them.
And how much, like, would you say a day on average would be good for most people, depending on activity and stuff?
Yeah, so, the basic rule of thumb is half your weight in ounces. So what if you were a 200-pound guy, about 100 ounces of water a day. If you're active and you're in the heat a lot, then you might need more than that.
Coffee, too, I'm
if
sure.
You're that could be dehydrating. But if you
Yeah.
can shoot for half your weight in ounces every day, I guarantee you're going to start feeling better in your life.
I love it. Just stay hydrated, folks.
All right, guys.
Hello, hello.
Hi, Teddy.
So I'm with apple cider. No, I'm with Saida. Saida, right?
Saida.
It's a beautiful name. And we've been here at the CHEK Institute, and we're talking all about just habitual changes for people and simple, actionable things people can take advantage of to really up-level and improve their health in all facets of life, right? Because it's very complicated out there, but it's also very simple. So what are some things that come to mind, or maybe one thing that comes to mind that can be really effective for people to tap into their highest essence?
Well, I feel like with everything that we have been learning here at the Institute, like I could say so many things, but I think with how complex like life can get, like it's best to just get really simple and start small. So like I will go with movement. I think like movement is key for everyone, like to just change their mood, work with anxiety. Just we're pretty sedentary nowadays, like we're like sitting all day. So even if you're, working at an 8-hour job and like you're sitting all day, get up and stretch and like move around, like tuning with your body. And like I was talking to you about the other day, like you can also do like a solo dance party.
Ecstatic dance by yourself, like in the morning or something.
Exactly,
play
like
some
have
music.
fun. And I feel like one thing will bring you into another one. You're like moving, you're like stretching, you're like dancing, you're like moving your body. So that brings you to just like hydrating more. Or like if you take a simple walk around your neighborhood, like you connect, like you see familiar faces, you start building community. So it's movement. I think for me,
it's cool what you're bringing up too is like the whole idea of your issues are stored in your tissues. I like that whole idea.
Yeah.
And like you're saying, like your movement can help bring out some of these mood boosting hormones and things like that, right? And it's like it's so powerful. So what are some things that you like to do personally in your life with movement that's helped you?
The dance party.
The dance party.
The dance party, because I have fun.
Like when do you do it?
Like,
Do you do it in the morning time when it's just like you're waking up and you're
It
just like kind of vibe, get the music going,
I do that every time of day. Like if it's in the morning, if I just want to like wake my body up, like I tune in and like how I'm feeling, and depending on that, like you can actually use movement to release emotions. So like if you're sad, like you can also go into that feeling to just transmute that feeling, so like play like a song that like really touches to your heart, and then like just You know, like I was telling you as well, like sometimes when we're like sad or we're depressed or we just don't want to move.
We don't
just
want to
kinda
move. We want to go in our
this,
shell.
like, into
Yeah.
shell. So like just kind of like use your body to just release that and process like your emotions inside. You
Yeah.
know, like just really checking in.
Yeah.
with what's
Emotions,
inside.
energy and motion, right? Get
Right,
that movement,
exactly
that
that.
motion. I
Yeah.
love this. So beautiful. Get your body moving. If you're watching this right now, sedentary,
Have fun.
have fun doing it, but get your tush up right now. Start wailing that tush around. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Pull up. Let's see what we got here. All right, Elise, let's get the single arm. There we go. The support system. Boom. We're doing this little bird dog row variation, which is really good for corrective exercising. It's a corrective exercise, I should say. Tanner showed us this. If you want to show us Tanner. Beautiful Tanner.
Correct the sling and balance.
Woo! So we're popping the knee up here. We're going to do, what is it, the opposing knee, so right knee down, left arm holding. We're going to center ourselves to be straight, lift the left knee off with the left arm holding, and then we'll start rowing. So we'll breathe in when we row. Out going it out. Woo! Feels good. Tanner, is it on? Yeah. All right, Tanner. Tanner, it's good to see you, man. Another CHEK Institute Checky. So, man, what is the most transformative habit you can think of right now that people can take advantage of to optimize their well-being in essence?
The easiest thing you could probably do right now is when you wake up in the morning, check your morning heart rate. So you wake up, you set a timer for 1 minute. You can either put your hand on your wrist or up by the neck, and you're gonna take the whole minute. And you're gonna count how many beats you got. After a week or two, you're gonna have an average.
So you set like a timer on your phone while you do it and then keep your eye posted on it? Or?
Yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, if you had a clock in your room, that'd be great, so you don't have to go on your phone.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
phone works, watch works. You're gonna go for a minute, and after a week or two of doing this, you're gonna have a average, or your average morning heart rate. So now you know if you wake up and you're maybe 2 or 3 beats below your average heart rate, you're well rested and you can get after it that day. Maybe hit 2 workouts. If you wake up and your average heart rate is 2 or 3 beats above, you should probably take that day to rest, chill, hang out, have a nice zen day. And then if you wake up and you're just normal, go about your normal day.
Okay.
Super impactful thing to do. It also gets you out of your head. So a lot of times we check our Oura Ring, our Fitbit, Whoop, all these different technologies, and we're staying in our head. What this does is actually physically connects you to your heart. You're feeling your heartbeat. And so it brings you back into your heart center, connects you to your body. It's going to help you with making decisions. It's going to build your intuition up. Just a really easy, simple tool to kind of connect back to mind, body, spirit.
Because everyone's so heady nowadays. Get out of your heads, get back in your heart. And it's just such good biofeedback because you can use that to know when to train. I think you mentioned some things, right?
You can use it to train. You can use it to make big decisions. You can use it in all sorts of ways. And it's just, it's a very impactful tool.
I love it, man. Well, why don't we swing over to this goofball over here? Ryan. Yes, you're a goofball. Raya's a genius in the space of, I don't know, you're in the universe too.
Goofball
somewhere
space.
there. What is a transformative habit that comes to mind that can help every human being in the World Wide Web better their health inside and out? Like one thing that comes to mind.
For me, it's just breath work.
Breath work, okay.
Yeah, breath work for parasympathetic.
And
so
that's
then also
breath play.
sympathetic. Yeah.
Breath play.
Yeah, breath play.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. However you want to look at it, right? I usually use it before workout to upregulate the nervous system, get yourself like kind of into that sympathetic response, and then pre-food, pre-sleep, anything I kind of want to downregulate, I'm just doing some type of pattern that's going to help me get into that nervous system.
Give us some examples, some tangible, like, okay, before a workout, what would you do as an example? We can.
So a faster breath pattern.
Okay.
So if you think about it, if you're sprinting at full speed, your body's breath response is going to mimic that pattern. So you're going to be like, So if you breathe that way, you're going to really upregulate your system in that way. So I'll do kind of some upregulating breaths like that, like in through the nose potentially, and then you can pick up the speed as you want.
Okay, more expansiveness. And then if you're trying to chill out, let's say you're having anxiety, you're feeling a little overwhelmed, what would you do then?
Slow, easy, relaxed nasal breathing, and then the longer you extend the exhales, the more you're going to drive yourself into the parasympathetic mode. So,
okay.
I mean, I have people do this on the hour, every hour, for those who are like potentially stressed out more frequently than others.
Right, they could check their heart rate and then see where they're at,
Exactly.
and then they could do this kind of stuff.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I have a lot of clients do that on the hour, every hour. Just do 5 to 10 breaths of just 4 seconds in, 8 to 10 seconds out.
Okay.
Definitely before bed, definitely before they eat.
The long exhales, you guys heard it from the man himself, Raya.
Yeah, dude.
All right, get back into Gaia.
Let's
Your
go.
heart, yeah. We're on lunch break, so of course we're eating food. And so we just got done with a nice workout, and right here, if you want to zoom in, Tanner, we have an entourage of crazy raw, wholesome foods. We got some raw honey, hemp seeds, wild blueberries, raw cheese, raw beef, raw carrots underneath, some arugula, olive oil drizzled on top, raw coconut oil. It's just amazing for your digestive system. You feel amazing. I feel amazing. I'm not going to externalize and say you, but I will say that I've been doing this for around 3 to 4 weeks consistently, is eating this raw meat, raw dairy, and I feel spectacular. It just digests a lot easier. There's more nutrients, more bioavailability. When you cook down foods, especially animal foods, it basically intertwines the proteins, makes it harder to digest and assimilate, and it also degrades some of the nutrient profile. However, you know, that's more of a hypothesis, so you'll have to try it out for yourself and see how you feel. But that's what we have today. David, how are you, brother?
Doing good, doing good.
You're looking
doing
shorter
good.
today.
I am
Okay.
looking short. I agree.
So we're all going around to these amazing Czechsters at the beautiful Rainbow House here on CHEK's property. What are a couple things, maybe one thing that comes to mind that some people can take advantage of to really just tap into their full essence, optimizing their well-being, something that's simple and effective?
Something that's simple and effective.
One simple change they can make in their life.
Mindful eating.
Mindful eating?
Yeah. Just take 2 breaths, 3 breaths, 5 breaths, however much you have the patience to handle. Before
Patience
you
is
eat.
big.
Yeah, however much you have the patience to handle right before you eat. And you'll be amazed at how much less you eat and how much more satiated you feel from eating.
Did you notice a difference today when we did the Tai Chi before eating as well? I noticed a big difference in digestion, eating all that beef and everything. Did you notice that too?
Yeah, big difference for sure. The cravings go away. Yeah.
So Raya brought up different breathing mechanics on like calming the or activating the parasympathetic, the rest and digest. What are some examples of this breathing?
Yeah, my personal favorite is alternate nostril breathing. Yeah, because that will get you to use both your entire brain, your left and right brain at the same time. So that gets you to think more holistically, pretty much, and actually experience life in a way so that when you're about to eat that cookie, you realize, wait, this is gonna, give me some problems. So mindful eating would be my big one.
Give us a little rundown. What is this like? Give us this nostril breathing.
Okay, so in order to do alternate nostril breathing, I like to use my pinky finger and my thumb finger. And what you're going to do is block one of your nostrils, and then you inhale. Try to fill the belly as you inhale. Exhale through that same nostril. And then you exhale. Inhale on the other side. Exhale. You do that for 2 or 3 minutes, and you are going to be perceiving meals very differently, perceiving food completely differently.
Connecting with the food more, right? And then it's more assimilated and all those things.
Right, because the food's going to become you.
Yes.
So if you connect more with yourself first, then when you go to eat the food, you're going to be a lot more connected to that food that's about to come into you.
It's beautiful. Yeah, one thing that Angie brought up yesterday in class is that we are structure, which is based on our posture and how we stand and everything, but we're also the composition of our food. And so if we're breathing and calming our system down before we eat it, we're able to assimilate and become more nutrient dense humans.
Right.
Therefore we taste better to cannibals, right? That's it.
He says, Paul, you're not going to believe it. One of my clients committed suicide last night because when the stock market crashed, they lost all their money. And they didn't think they'd ever be able to make enough money again to live their lifestyle, so they killed themselves. 4 in 24 hours. So there you go. That's the externalization of the soul. So the problem is that when the soul identifies itself as its doings and as its belongings, then there is a vacancy of a sense of self in the individual that is pushed out into persons, places, and things. And how many women, particularly, marry men that they're not really in love with, and not really attracted to, but they know man's got enough money to make their life easy.
The reptilian mind, they feel secure.
Well, it's a trick. They're not really secure, because the reptilian mind isn't really, it would be the modern, so like, I was thinking we're going to do it the other day.
Oh, hello, didn't see you there. We just finished all of our CHEK interviews with all these amazing people. And I just want to thank you for watching. If you learned something new, let me know in the comments. Let me know anything whatsoever. I'm here to help you out. Connect with all the amazing folks here. I'll put that in the caption below and their tags to their whimsical social media. And lastly, subscribe and share this with anyone that may benefit in the World Wide Web of natural vitality. I'm trying to catch my breath here from that workout, but love you guys. I'll see you on the other side of vitality.